Have you ever encountered those individuals who seem to drain your energy, leaving you feeling emotionally depleted and burdened by negativity? Or perhaps those who subtly, or not so subtly, make you question your worth, leaving you feeling inadequate and undermined? Interacting with toxic people can be an incredibly exhausting and frustrating experience, a veritable emotional minefield that leaves you constantly on edge. But what if there was a way to navigate these challenging interactions with grace, resilience, and a sense of inner peace? What if you could not only survive these encounters, but actually thrive, emerging stronger and more self-assured? This is where the profound wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism, often misunderstood as a philosophy of cold detachment, is actually a powerful toolkit for navigating the complexities of human relationships and maintaining inner serenity in the face of adversity. In this exploration, we will delve into the Stoic art of maintaining serenity and wisdom even when surrounded by negativity, manipulation, and conflict. We will examine practical Stoic principles that can be applied in your daily life to confront and manage interactions with challenging individuals, offering you strategies to protect your energy, maintain your self-respect, and cultivate inner peace. These are not abstract, historical concepts hidden in dusty tomes, but rather practical, actionable principles that you can begin implementing today. In our modern lives, filled with rapid change, constant demands, and often overwhelming challenges, it is easy to feel adrift, tossed about by the whims of external circumstances. But consider the powerful idea expressed by Marcus Aurelius himself. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of Stoic resilience. It is a reminder that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control how we react to it. We can harness the power of our minds to choose our perspective, manage our emotions, and respond with wisdom and integrity, especially when dealing with those who seem to bring only negativity and confusion into our lives. Whether it's a difficult coworker whose constant criticism wears you down, a challenging family member whose manipulative behavior leaves you feeling emotionally exhausted, or even your own inner critic whose relentless self-doubt undermines your confidence, Stoic wisdom offers a path to unwavering strength and resilience. We will explore how to apply these timeless principles to remain true to your core values, regardless of the external pressures you face. Let's unravel these strategies together, learning not just to cope with difficult people, but to thrive in their presence, using each encounter as a springboard to greater personal growth and self-mastery. Understand that this is not just abstract philosophy. It is a practical guide to living with intention and integrity, no matter what life throws your way. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey of self-empowerment, to tap into the profound strength of Stoicism, let us begin this path of discovery together. We will learn to navigate the complexities of life with greater ease, understanding, and resilience, and to transform adversity into opportunity. Prepare to fully embrace the transformative power of Stoicism in your life. It's like holding a mirror in front of your soul, diving deeply into understanding your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and motivations. This journey begins with the foundational Stoic concept of self-awareness. Self-awareness, in the Stoic sense, is not merely a superficial understanding of your likes and dislikes. It is a profound and ongoing exploration of your inner landscape, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, your biases and triggers, and how these internal factors influence your actions and reactions. It is about understanding the why behind your behavior, the motivations that drive your choices, and the emotional patterns that shape your responses. This is not just a theoretical practice. It is a path to freedom. Stoics believed that by truly knowing ourselves, we gain the power to control our responses, choose our perspectives, and ultimately shape our destiny. Without self-awareness, we are merely puppets of our emotions, reacting impulsively to external stimuli without conscious thought or intention. Now, Imagine that you are in a situation that normally triggers a strong emotional response, perhaps a confrontation with a colleague, a critical comment from a family member, or a frustrating setback at work. Instead of reacting automatically with anger, defensiveness, or self-pity, you pause. You observe your feelings, acknowledge them without judgment, and then choose a response that is aligned with your values and goals. This is self-awareness in action. It is about not being a slave to your emotions, but rather the master of your mind, consciously directing your thoughts and actions. This practice is not just about managing external challenges. It is also about confronting our own internal narratives. We often fall prey to self-criticism, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs that undermine our confidence and potential. By cultivating self-awareness, we can challenge these internal adversaries, questioning the validity of their claims and replacing them with empowering truths and constructive thoughts. We can rewrite our internal narratives, transforming ourselves from victims of circumstance into resilient and capable individuals. In our daily lives, self-awareness is the key that opens the door to an authentic and fulfilling existence. When we are aware of our values, emotions, and motivations, we can make decisions that are in harmony with our true selves. We can align our actions with our beliefs, creating a life that is congruent and meaningful. In this way, we stop being puppets of external circumstances and become the authors of our own story, consciously shaping our lives in accordance with our deepest values. With the compass of self-awareness, we can navigate life's complexities with confidence and determination, building a life that is not only a response to external stimuli, but an expression of our inner wisdom. Self-awareness allows us to live with greater satisfaction, strengthen our relationships, achieve success at work, and develop greater resilience in the face of difficulties. It empowers us to make conscious choices, to align our actions with our values, and to live a life of purpose and meaning. The journey of self-awareness never ends. It is a lifelong process of exploration and discovery. It evolves as we grow, face new challenges, and continue to refine our understanding of ourselves. So, embrace this journey with curiosity and compassion, and let Stoic wisdom guide you to deeper self-knowledge and greater personal fulfillment. Remember that the more we know ourselves, the more equipped we will be to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. So, let's engage in this journey of self-awareness together, exploring the depths of our being and unlocking our full potential. This newfound understanding of ourselves will create a foundation for the next concept of Stoicism: forgiveness and memory. Forgiveness and memory, seemingly contradictory concepts, play a crucial role in the Stoic approach to life. Forgiveness, in the Stoic sense, is not about condoning wrongdoing or forgetting the pain we have experienced. It is about releasing the burden of resentment, choosing peace over anger, and wisdom over bitterness. It is a gift you give to yourself, freeing yourself from the mental chains that bind you to past grievances. Holding on to anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only harms you, poisoning your mind and preventing you from moving forward. Marcus Aurelius wisely said that the best revenge is to be different from the one who inflicted the wound. In other words, forgiveness is an act of strength and affirmation of your character and autonomy. It is about refusing to let the actions of others define you or control your emotions. It is about reclaiming your power and choosing to live a life of peace and freedom. Now, let's talk about memory. While forgiveness frees us from the emotional control of the past, memory serves as a guide, a mentor shaped by experience. The Stoics invite us to put aside the past and focus on extracting the valuable lessons it offers us. Remembering our experiences, both positive and negative, allows us to navigate the present with greater wisdom. By understanding our past mistakes, we can avoid repeating them and make decisions that lead us to a more prosperous future in harmony with our well-being. It is not about living longing for the past, but about using it as a compass that guides us towards a better future. Our past experiences contain a wealth of information that can help us make better choices in the present. By reflecting on our successes and failures, we can learn what works and what doesn't, and adjust our course accordingly. The wisdom that resides in our experiences is an invaluable treasure that allows us to grow, learn, and evolve as people. But how do we balance forgiveness and memory? How do we let go of the pain while retaining the lessons learned? It's like walking a tightrope, where balance is the key. On one hand, there's forgiveness that heals and liberates us. On the other, there is memory that instructs and protects us. By consciously walking between the two, we can embrace forgiveness without naivete and exercise memory without bitterness. We can acknowledge the past without being consumed by it, learning from our experiences without allowing them to define us. We can choose to forgive without forgetting, using our memories as a guide to prevent future harm. We align ourselves with the Stoic virtues of courage and justice, facing our pain with courage and responding to injustice with moral integrity. By taking advantage of memory, we exercise wisdom and temperance, learning from the past without getting caught up in it. So, as we journey through life, let's forgive generously, but remember to judiciously use our memories, not as weapons, but as wisdom that enables us to live more virtuously and peacefully. And above all, let Stoicism anchor us, giving us the strength and clarity to navigate the complex dance of forgiveness and memory with grace and resilience. This mindful approach to forgiveness and memory allows us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, emotional stability. Emotional stability is not about suppressing or denying your emotions. It is about understanding them, managing them, and responding to them in a way that is aligned with your values and goals. Think of emotional stability not as the absence of emotions, but as the skillful management of them. Just like the Stoics, such as Seneca and Epictetus, did not advocate suppressing our feelings, but rather taught us to understand them and work with them. They highlighted the power of perception. How we interpret an event ultimately determines our emotional response, not the event itself. A challenging or frustrating event is not inherently negative. It is our interpretation of that event that triggers a negative emotional response. Consider this. When something unfavorable happens, it is natural to feel upset or angry. However, the Stoic approach encourages us to pause and ask, is there another way to look at this situation? Can I find something within it to learn or grow? This is not about denying your emotions, but rather giving yourself a choice in how to respond to them. It is about recognizing that you have the power to choose your perspective, to reframe the situation in a way that is more constructive and empowering. This perspective shift will allow you to regain your emotional balance. Emotional stability also involves recognizing what is under our control and what is not. We cannot always influence external events or the actions of others, but we can decide how to react to them. This insight frees us from unnecessary distress and allows us to focus our energy where it can really make a difference in our own choices and attitudes. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience, even in the face of external chaos. Practicing emotional stability is a bit like training a muscle. It requires constant effort and patience. Daily reflection, mindfulness, and even journaling can be powerful practices for improving self-awareness and emotional regulation. They allow you to observe your feelings without getting carried away by them, fostering a sense of inner calm and resilience. By observing your emotions without getting carried away by them, you can learn to manage them more effectively. Mindfulness helps you be present in the current moment without ruminating on the past or anticipating the future. Daily reflection allows you to process your experiences and learn from them, and a personal journal can be a space to express your emotions and explore your thoughts. These practices provide valuable insights into your emotional patterns, allowing you to identify triggers and develop strategies for managing your responses. Furthermore, emotional stability is not a solitary pursuit. Stoicism teaches us the value of community and support. Sharing experiences, seeking guidance, and offering empathy to others can enrich our emotional well-being and provide a broader perspective on our own challenges. By connecting with others, we can gain valuable insights and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Cultivating emotional stability enables us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is like drawing a map of your personal territory, defining where you allow others to tread and where you mark as exclusively yours. It's about understanding and communicating your boundaries, ensuring your relationships are respectful and mutually beneficial. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-respect and inner tranquility, offers a powerful framework for establishing these boundaries. Think of boundaries not as walls that keep people out, but as guidelines that encourage healthy interactions. They are statements of your values and priorities, inviting others to understand and respect your needs and preferences. Boundaries can be physical, emotional, or even mental, and they serve to protect your well-being and maintain your sense of self. When we clearly communicate our boundaries, we teach others how to treat us, laying the foundation for relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. By setting clear expectations, we can prevent misunderstandings, reduce conflict, and foster healthier relationships. But setting boundaries is also an internal practice that requires us to be introspective, to deeply know ourselves, our values, our limits, and our deal breakers. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our experiences and learn from them by helping us identify what really matters to us and where we need to draw the line. Identifying your values and priorities is essential for setting effective boundaries. When you know what is important to you, you can more easily determine what you are willing to tolerate and what you are not. But setting boundaries can be a challenge, especially in a world that often values compliance and conformity. It can feel uncomfortable or even selfish at first. However, remember that protecting your well-being is not only good for you, it also allows you to show up more authentically and compassionately in your relationships. By honoring your own needs, you lay the foundation for genuine interaction and deeper connection. Additionally, respecting your boundaries is a practice of Stoic virtue. It reflects temperance by moderating your interactions with the world and courage by asserting your right to respect and dignity. She also embodies wisdom in navigating the complex realm of human relationships with discernment and foresight. Maintaining and setting boundaries allows us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, energy intelligence. Imagine energy as a currency. Every day, you are given a fixed amount to spend. How you allocate this energy significantly impacts your overall well-being and your effectiveness in your daily efforts. This is where energetic intelligence comes into play, a concept that aligns well with Stoic philosophy that emphasizes the judicious use of our internal resources. It's not just about physical energy, it's about mental, emotional, and even spiritual energy. Each day, we are faced with countless demands on our energy, from work and family obligations to social interactions and personal pursuits. Energy intelligence begins with awareness that recognizes the activities and interactions that energize you versus those that deplete you. It's about tuning into your body and mind, noticing when you feel invigorated and when you feel exhausted. As a Stoic sage, you observe these patterns without judgment and use this knowledge to inform yourself and make choices about how to relate to the world. By identifying your energy sources and drains, you can make conscious choices about how to spend your energy each day, prioritizing activities that nourish you and minimizing those that deplete you. This awareness also extends to our interactions with others. Some people may energize you, while others may leave you feeling drained. By consciously choosing our company and setting boundaries, we can protect our energy and cultivate more positive relationships. Let's delve into the aspect of Stoicism that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go when applying this to energy management. We focus on optimizing our response to energy-depleting situations, not eliminating them completely, because, let's face it, some are unavoidable. It's about RESP, responding, not reacting. choosing activities that align with our values and goals, even if they require effort, and avoiding those that undermine our purpose and well-being. This requires careful consideration of your values and priorities. What is truly important to you? What activities and relationships align with your goals and aspirations? By prioritizing these things, you can ensure that you're spending your energy on what matters most and avoiding distractions that pull you away from your path. Energy intelligence is not just about avoiding energy drain, but also about actively seeking and creating experiences that recharge us. This could mean spending time in nature, pursuing a fulfilling hobby, or simply allowing ourselves moments of stillness and reflection. Stoicism is not about denying pleasure or rest, but rather finding a harmonious balance that strengthens our resilience and virtue. Taking care of your physical and mental health is also essential for maintaining your energy levels. Eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, and engaging in regular exercise can all contribute to increased energy and well-being. Taking care of your body and mind is an act of self-respect and a way to honor your commitment to living a virtuous life. Energy intelligence not only applies to our own well-being, but also to our interactions with others. It involves setting clear boundaries and being aware of the impact our actions have on those around us. Achieving this balance allows us to enjoy life without losing sight of our values and goals. It helps us be more resilient in the face of difficulties and cultivate more positive and healthy relationships. Are we surrounded by people who inspire and encourage us, or those who leave us feeling drained? This mindful use of energy enables us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, focusing on goals. The Stoics place immense value on living with purpose, aligning daily actions with general objectives. They teach us to have clear and well-defined goals. It is not just about achieving external success, but about cultivating inner virtue and fulfilling the goals that give direction and meaning to your life, transforming routine tasks into steps that follow the path to personal fulfillment. By setting goals that are aligned with your values and contribute to the greater good, you can create a life of purpose and meaning. This will also help to create a sense of focus and direction. Achieving your goals requires a delicate dance between ambition and acceptance. Ambition drives you to strive for excellence and pursue your dreams with tenacity. Acceptance, on the other hand, allows you to embrace what you cannot change and adapt gracefully to unexpected challenges. Stoicism teaches us to find a harmonious balance between both forces. It's not about giving up your ambitions, but about pursuing them wisely. Accept that the road will be full of obstacles and setbacks. Embrace uncertainty as part of the journey. This dual approach ensures that our pursuit of goals is resilient, adaptable, and anchored in reality. In practice, broadly speaking, focusing on your goals means setting priorities, planning your actions, and monitoring your progress. However, the key to success lies not only in planning and action, but also in adaptability. Keep an open mind and be willing to learn from experience. Adjust your course when necessary, and don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things aren't going as you expected. That is the dynamic of the interplay between determination and adaptability that allows us to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and equanimity. Be flexible with your approach and willing to adjust your plans as needed. This will help you to overcome obstacles and stay on track to achieve your goals. Furthermore, focusing on goals in a Stoic context is not just about personal achievements, but also about contributing to the greater good by aligning your personal ambitions with the well-being of others by pursuing goals that resonate with your values and benefit society. You will be embodying the Stoic ideals of justice and service, creating a foundation to progress to the next concept of Stoicism, seeking support. As you embark on life's journey, it is vital to remember that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to our strength and wisdom. In the realm of Stoicism, while self-reliance and personal strength are celebrated, the value of community and shared wisdom is equally recognized. We are inherently interconnected social beings, and harnessing the strength of others can amplify our own resilience and insight. This is not to say that Stoicism discourages independence. Rather, it recognizes that we are all part of a larger community and that we can benefit from the wisdom and support of others. When we talk about seeking support, it's not just about finding a shoulder to cry on during difficult times, although emotional support is undeniably important. It's about connecting with mentors, peers, or even historical figures whose experiences and wisdom can guide us. Imagine having a board of advisors, each offering unique perspectives and ideas that help you navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and purpose. These individuals can provide guidance, encouragement, and even a fresh perspective on your challenges. In the Stoic sense, seeking support also means challenging ourselves. It's about stepping out of our echo chambers and exposing ourselves to diverse perspectives that can catalyze personal growth and transformation. Whether through book conversations or reflective practices, engaging with a variety of voices allows us to refine our beliefs, question our assumptions, and develop a more nuanced understanding of the world. Seeking new challenges and engaging with diverse perspectives can help you to grow and develop as a person. Furthermore, seeking support is inherently reciprocal. As we seek guidance or companionship, we also offer our own experiences and ideas that contribute to the collective wisdom. This exchange fosters a sense of connection and shared humanity. It reminds us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. By sharing your experiences and insights with others, you can help them to grow and develop as well. Practically seeking support can take many forms. Join a community of like-minded people, look for a mentor or coach, or even interact with the Stoic texts themselves based on the ideas of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus. It's about recognizing when you need guidance, inspiration, or just a different perspective, and taking proactive steps to seek it. The action of seeking support enables us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, controlling your inner voice. Imagine the voice inside your head as a constant companion that is able to offer words of encouragement and insight, but sometimes veers into criticism and doubt. This self-talk is a powerful force that controls our self-perception, mood, and even our actions. Controlling negative self-talk, therefore, it is not just about silencing a voice, but about transforming it into a tool that supports your journey towards a more fulfilled life. Our inner voice can be our best friend or our worst enemy. It can either build us up or tear us down. The key is to learn how to control our inner voice and use it to our advantage. Now, let's anchor this in Stoicism. The Stoics were well aware of the power of the mind and the importance of protecting it against harmful influences, including those that come from within. We were taught to question our judgments and perceptions to challenge the automatic thoughts that can lead us astray. By challenging our negative thoughts, we can break free from their grip and create a more positive and empowering inner dialogue. When you find yourself trapped in a spiral of negative self-talk, remember the words of Epictetus. What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. This is a call to take control of your internal narrative, to respond to self-criticism with understanding and perspective. The way we react to our experiences is what determines our happiness and well-being. By choosing to react with wisdom and compassion, we can overcome challenges and live a more fulfilling life. But how do we do this? First of all, becoming aware. Notice when your self-talk becomes negative and pause. Question the validity of these thoughts. Are they based on facts or assumptions, or they fear you aloft? And find that these internal criticisms are exaggerated or unfounded. By identifying and challenging our negative thoughts, we can begin to change our inner dialogue. Next, practice reframing these thoughts in a more positive or realistic way. Instead of telling yourself, "I'm always wrong," exclaim, "Try it if you don't try it. You will never know the result." If you make a mistake, you can learn from it. It's not about denying your flaws or failures, but rather seeing them through a lens of growth and resilience. By reframing our negative thoughts, we can create a more positive and empowering inner dialogue. Remember that self-compassion is key. Talk to yourself as you would to a dear friend. Offer yourself understanding and encouragement. Don't judge yourself harshly. By cultivating a kinder, more supportive voice, you reinforce your intrinsic value and strengthen your ability to face life's challenges. Treating ourselves with kindness and understanding is essential for maintaining our emotional well-being. In this practice of controlling negative self-talk, we find a profound exercise of Stoic virtue. It is an expression of wisdom in discerning truth amidst courage in confronting and transforming our inner critics, and justice in treating ourselves with the kindness we deserve. This is a mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. It allows us to approach life with resilience, compassion, and a sense of inner peace. Maintaining this control over our inner voice will enable us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, solution-oriented approach. A solution-oriented approach, a concept that resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy, is perception. After all, the Stoics were masters of perception and taught us that it is not our circumstances but our interpretation of them that really matters. By changing our perspective, we can find new solutions and overcome challenges. So how do we cultivate this solution-oriented mindset? It starts with acceptance, recognizing, and accepting the current situation. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what is under our control and what is not. Accepting the reality of a situation is the first step to action. It does not mean resigning yourself to it. It is, on the contrary, an act of liberation. By accepting what we cannot change, we let go of the frustration of wishing things were different. This mental freedom allows us to open our minds to the possibilities of action that are within our reach. Accepting the reality of a situation is not always easy, but it is essential for moving forward. Instead of regretting what we can't control, we can focus on what we can do. Starting from acceptance, we can engage in proactive problem solving. We look for creative solutions, take action, and work towards a better future. It is the door that opens us to the possibility of change. The act of focusing forward brings our vision to a more constructive process. This involves identifying the root cause of the problem, brainstorming possible solutions, and considering their outcomes. It's about moving forward, not going back, and asking ourselves what can be done now. This is where creativity and innovation come into play as we explore various avenues for resolution, even those that may initially seem unconventional or challenging. The goal is to find new and innovative ways to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. A solutions-oriented approach is inherently practical. It's about breaking down lofty goals or overwhelming challenges into manageable steps. By setting small, achievable goals, we build momentum and foster a sense of accomplishment that carries us forward with every step, no matter how small. By breaking down large tasks into smaller ones, we can make progress more easily and stay motivated. But let's not forget the importance of reflection in this process. After taking action, we must look back to evaluate the effectiveness of our solutions, learning from both successes and setbacks. This reflective practice not only hones our problem-solving skills, but also cultivates the Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance as we learn to navigate life's complexities with discernment and balance. By reflecting on our experiences, we can learn from our mistakes and improve our approach in the future. Staying within this problem-solving mindset will allow us to transition to the next concept of Stoicism, avoiding unnecessary arguments. As we navigate life, we often encounter situations that test our patience and cause us to get into arguments. But consider this: not every disagreement warrants a battle, and not every battle is worth our energy. Arguing for the sake of arguing can be detrimental to our peace of mind and our relationships with others. Adopting a Stoic mindset teaches us the art of discerning which arguments to engage in and which to avoid, promoting peace of mind and conserving our energies for more constructive activities. By choosing to avoid unnecessary arguments, we can save time and energy that can be better spent on more productive pursuits. By avoiding unnecessary arguments, this does not mean avoiding standing up for what is important, but choosing our battles wisely with the understanding that not all differences of opinion should be contested. It's important to choose our battles carefully and focus our energy on the issues that truly matter. The Stoics, with their emphasis on inner tranquility and our morality, encourage us to evaluate the potential results of an argument. That is, whether an argument will change something for the better or simply disturb our peace. without producing any positive results. Before engaging in an argument, it's important to consider the potential outcomes and whether it is likely to be productive. In practice, this means cultivating self-awareness and emotional intelligence, recognizing triggers that can lead to unhelpful debates, and developing strategies to maintain composure. Sometimes this may mean taking a deep breath and walking away, or perhaps to disagree. It is about maintaining equanimity and not allowing external circumstances or the behavior of other people to disturb the inner calm. By developing our emotional intelligence, we can learn to recognize when we are becoming triggered and take steps to de-escalate the situation. Additionally, adopting a solution-oriented mindset can also guide us in dealing with conflict rather than arguing, to demonstrate an approach in understanding the other person's perspective and finding common ground or a mutually acceptable resolution. When conflict arises, it's important to focus on finding a solution that meets the needs of all parties involved. This approach not only helps avoid unnecessary arguments, but also fosters better understanding and respect in our relationships. By approaching conflict with a solution-oriented mindset, we can build stronger and more positive relationships. Remember, time and energy are precious resources. By avoiding unnecessary arguments, you can use these resources and create more space for positive interactions and activities that bring joy and satisfaction. By choosing your actions based on their true value and potential for good, you are embodying the Stoic virtue of wisdom. By prioritizing our time and energy, we can focus on the things that truly matter and live a more fulfilling life. Adopting this mindset of peace will allow us to transition to the final concept of Stoicism, detecting false cordiality. In the complex dance of human interaction actions, detecting false cordiality is like discerning the genuine notes in a complex melody. It requires attention, insight, and a touch of skepticism. Stoicism, with its emphasis on wisdom and discernment, provides us with the tools to remove the layers of superficiality, revealing the true intentions behind a false cordiality that is often disguised as warmth or genuine interest, but its essence is insincere, a performance put on for personal gain rather than genuine connection. False cordiality can be harmful because it can lead us to trust people who are not trustworthy. The Stoics teach us not to take appearances at face value, but to dig deeper by evaluating the congruence between words and actions. Just as a tree is known by its fruit, true intentions can be discerned through consistent behavior over time. It's important to pay attention to people's actions and not just their words. To detect false cordiality, being a student of human nature involves observing not just what people say, but how they say it, their body language, their consistency over time, and how they interact with others. Observe them and ask yourself these questions: are their actions aligned with their words? Do they show genuine concern and empathy? Or is there selective, selfish warmth? It's important to be observant and to pay attention to people's nonverbal cues. This is not about cynicism, but about protecting yourself from manipulation and deception. It's about building relationships based on trust and authenticity, not false pretenses. In doing so, we honor the Stoic virtues of wisdom and justice by navigating our social world with discernment and integrity. Building genuine relationships is essential for our well-being and happiness. Furthermore, recognizing false cordiality in others also prompts us to reflect on our own behavior. Are we being sincere in our interactions, or are we also putting on a mask of cordiality for ulterior motives? Stoicism encourages us to lead by example by cultivating sincerity and authenticity. This concludes our guide and the final thought on Stoicism that will allow you to grow and prosper in your future encounters. Remember that the wisdom of Stoicism lives within us. Open your mind and heart and let it guide you through the storm forms of life with grace, resilience, and virtue. In summary, this exploration of Stoic wisdom has provided a comprehensive toolkit for navigating interactions with toxic individuals and cultivating inner peace in the face of adversity. We began by emphasizing the importance of self-awareness, understanding your own triggers, emotions, and values to better manage your reactions. We then explored the power of forgiveness, not as condoning wrongdoing, but as releasing the burden of resentment and choosing peace. Emotional stability was highlighted as the skillful management of emotions, focusing on what you can control and reframing negative perceptions. We then discussed the importance of setting boundaries, defining your personal territory, and communicating your needs with clarity and respect. Next, we explored energy intelligence, consciously managing your mental, emotional, and physical energy to avoid depletion and prioritize activities that nourish you. We then discussed the importance of focusing on goals and taking action towards what you can control. We also emphasized the importance of seeking support from various perspectives to challenge your personal growth. In addition to outside support, we discussed the need to control your inner voice and create and empower a positive inner dialogue to face any challenges. Creating action towards the control of your inner voice is to create solutions and approaches to improve the future. Finally, we talked about avoiding arguments by reflecting on your own behavior to be a role model to others. By adopting these Stoic principles, you can navigate the complexities of human relationships with greater resilience, wisdom, and inner peace.